without even wasting time at all. We are just going to be going straight into each of the points after I drink water. Welcome back to the channel. It's your very first time seeing my face. Well, I am super glad to have you here, and I'm sure the other members are super glad to have you join them. So we are going to be talking about pads, which I'm sure is what brought some of you here. But the pads we are going to be talking about is procrastination, attention problems, and difficulties with self-control. There is something that we all have in common: procrastination. We procrastinate when we perceive, when we observe that something is difficult or something is not easy to work with. We immediately tend to want to move it forward. Like, we don't want to stress. We don't even want to stress. So we're like, this thing is difficult, I can't finish this thing like in 2 minutes, or I can't finish this thing now. And then the very next thing you want to do is like, I'm gonna move it forward. Tell you what, procrastination is not bad. That is when you strategically do it. But then it's not that bad. Do you know why? Because it is a psychological behavior, which means it is totally normal. But what is abnormal there is when we let it control us, when we let it overrule, when we let it overrule and let it dominate to the point that we have no form of control over it. It's not something that can fully go away, because when you think that you have fully combated it, it's gonna come back because it never left in the first place. You're just the one trying to keep it in check. It never leaves. The purpose of this video is to tell us how to combat it. Sorry, we are not combating it. How to counter it. Countering is like, okay, you do this, I'm going to do this back to averse the effect you're having on me. This method is not just something I'm just prescribing. It's not just something I am coming here to say. It is something that I have used. It's a method that I have used, and I can testify that it is efficient. This method is called the Pomodoro method. And what is this technique all about? It is about setting a task. You know that you want to do a task. Okay, let's say I want to read my school book. I just finished the class and I want to read that course. How I'll use the Pomodoro technique is simple. It is merely by setting a timer. Could be for as long as you can, maintain attention or something, but the ideal time is like 20 to 25 minutes. Yours could be lesser, yours could be 15, 10, but let's assume I'm working with 20 minutes. For that period, for that 20 minutes, I am going to do nothing else but read the school book, like nothing else. I'm not being distracted. 20 minutes full focus on that singular task. And then immediately after that, once the timer sets off, I am going to be taking 5 minutes break to refresh my brain, and then I'll go again. At the end of the day, I might have 4 or 5 cycles. One cycle is me reading for 20 minutes, then 5 minutes break. 20 minutes for 5 minutes break. That's the second cycle. Third cycle, fourth cycle, fifth cycle. At the end of the whole session, I must have read for 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 minutes. That is 1 hour and 30 minutes. You see, I'm doing more like that. Now we move to the A in the pads, which is attention problem. You cannot sit down and you can't focus. You can't maintain focus. 1 minute you say you want to read, the next minute you're checking your Facebook, the next minute you're checking Instagram, the next second it is TikTok. Focus. We can all agree that being inattentive is like the biggest thief of time. Everybody has gotten so inattentive. Our attention problems can sap your time and prevent you from doing more. You're supposed to do something 3 times, which is supposed to take you 5 minutes each. That should be a total of 15 minutes. But then you're doing this thing for 30 minutes. Now, 30, 60, 90. That is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Was that not the same time we used to read with full focus in Pomodoro technique? See what I'm trying to say? Being inattentive takes more time from you than you think. Well, one way that I have worked with and has proven effective for me is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a technique that keeps you aware. It lets you be in the present moment. You are feeling, you are aware, you are knowing of your environment. You get me? Like, you are aware of what you're doing. You are not just lost in doing things. Now, this mindfulness, yeah, it goes hand in hand with the Pomodoro technique. Incorporating mindfulness in the Pomodoro technique would be that, that interval, that time that you are focusing, you could put your phone away. And if you can't do that, if your phone has to be with you while you are doing that task in that period, yeah, you could put it on silent mode, airplane mode, whatever, just so it does not disturb you and distract you and take you away from the task you are working on. You feel me? Like, that is just it. Lastly, we've got difficulties with self-control, aka indiscipline. Most of you people aren't disciplined. See, this is kind of like what sums up the 2 points that I've been saying. That is procrastination and then attention problems. If you are not grounded enough to commit to discipline yourself, to commit to finishing a task, then you can't do things, you can't get things done. You always waste time on irrelevant things. If you're not staying grounded, if you're not setting the rule and keeping to those rules, if you're not holding yourself accountable, you are just gonna keep wasting time. Okay? You have to instill discipline in your skull. Like, okay, I'm not yelling, but you really just have to be disciplined. Else, the other two, points, they are not gonna work. That's it. That's it. We have come to the end of this video. Remember to come back next week. If you are yet to subscribe, why not? Why are you not subscribed? If you're a new subscriber here, once again, welcome. We are super glad to have you. To me, you are not just a number. I hope that you are taking this point that I'm putting out and implementing, and we want to see you come back here and tell me, okay, Farida, I used this method, I did that and it worked. Like, that is the joy of making these videos. Make sure to subscribe, turn your notification bell on, so when another banger video is out, you are gonna be the first person to know, and it's gonna come straight into your mailbox. My throat is dry. I need water. I'm tired. Bye.